Good evening, everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. Good evening, everyone. You all are fine. Good evening. I can see many participants have joined. Yes. How are you doing? Hope you all are doing fine. Yeah. Good evening, Anirudh, Sai, Ayush, and yeah. Okay. So today we are going to do a very known and familiar topic, and I think means most of your favorite topic, that is called. So we are going to study articles today. So yeah. So what is an article actually? Earlier we have already studied this, and we knew this as a modifier, right? Most of you know this as a modifier, isn't it? and but you know what exactly article is? Article is an adjective. Why it is an adjective? Because you might be knowing adjectives. What do they do? We have also discussed this in the previous session, that an adjective is actually a modifier, right? Or that describes, right? Modify means what? Changes or adds. So article is a modifier that gives something or adds something, like what? Some extra information to the, wait a second guys, adjust the back. Sorry about the interruption, guys. Yeah. So, yes. So, as we can see, article, what is an article? Yeah, good evening, everyone. Smaranika and all. So yes, so as we can see, actually in English we have two articles. Quickly, can someone, yeah, Kirtana, and yes. So let us go back to the slides. As you can see, here we can see that it has got two articles in English. We have in English, in English means we mean English language. So it has got two articles, right? Two articles as in definite and indefinite, right? What you all understand by this word definite and what you all understand by this word indefinite, which is not definite, that is indefinite. That is smart, I know. Can someone tell me what is the meaning of the word definite in your language? Come on quickly. Yes, a and the, I can see that. So I have asked a question that, can someone tell me what is the meaning of the word definite? Definite means something. No, it is not a and the means we are talking about what is the meaning of the word definite. The word definite means something that we know, right? Something that we know of. And indefinite means something that means we might be not knowing at the time of mentioning. Means if we are talking of something, we may not be may not be like aware of that thing, or may not be like we are just mentioning it in general. Okay, like when you are suppose you saying that I just saw a building. Why are you calling it a building? I just saw a building. So why are we calling it a building? Because we are just like what? Coming across this building and it is for the first time we are mentioning it. Okay. For the first time we are mentioning it. But when you are talking of the same building, the building looks very beautiful. Looks very beautiful. Like a palace, right? So why do you write here the? Because it is now definite. It is not just any building. It is the same building that you have already talked of. Okay. Then moving on, you can read here. It is written the definite article the is used before a noun to indicate that the identity of the noun is known to the reader. By reader here we means us or the people, those whom we are talking to, or maybe we are what making a reference to. So there we use the, and the indefinite article a or an is used before a noun that is general, or when its identity is not known, right? That means we are mentioning it for the very first time, right? Clear? I guess you all know all these kind of things, right? This is not new for you. Yeah, particular. Yes, Shantanu has written particular, correct. Definite means particular. Then which can be defined, yes. That can be defined, that we know of, right? Then Anirudh has written the particular thing, it points particularly. Yes, you all are correct when you said all these things. Yes, something of which we know of, right? So let's see another example. For example, if we say let's read the book, we mean a specific book. We know which book we are talking of. If we say let's read a book, I mean any book, right? It means just a book, any book. Means we are not talking of anything which is specific. We are talking of something which is in general. Okay. Any book you're talking of. Maybe it is a storybook, it's a magazine, whatever. We are talking of that. So that is why now another meaning of like indefinite is any, right? So when we are referring to any, we are also using this indefinite article. For example, I just saw another example, I just saw the most popular movie of the, see what we have written here, the most popular movie of the year, right? So we are talking about the year, let's say 2024. Here the year that we mean maybe 2024, and the most popular movie means it is not just any movie, not just any movie, it is a particular movie, right? So that is why we are using the over here and also here. But if I will say that I would like to go see a movie, here I mean just any movie. Okay. So there are many movies and I want to see any movie. Any movie will do, right? I don't have a specific one in my mind. So definite means specific or particular. Indefinite means something that is we don't very much sure of, or we are not talking about in we are talking about it in general. Let us move on to the next slide. Some more examples you can have a look at. I live in a house. The house is quite old and has 4 bedrooms. So see, here you will find a very clear example. When you say I live in a house, you are mentioning about the house for the very first time, right? People, those who means whom you are talking to, they don't know about this thing. Okay, you are mentioning it for the first time. So in this case, it is indefinite, or you can say any, or you can say general. And when you are mentioning the house for the second time or again, you are using the house is quite old and has 4 bedrooms. So I'm talking about not just any house, I'm talking about my house that I have just talked about. Right? So in this case, we are using the. After enjoying a meal in a Chinese restaurant, I realized the restaurant was very good. Right? What the sentence says, after enjoying a meal in a Chinese restaurant, I realized the restaurant was very good. So see, a meal means one meal. Here we are not talking about any meal, we are talking about one, because a or an also mean one, right? In a Chinese restaurant. So now this is the first time we are mentioning about the restaurant. So it is any Chinese restaurant, right? So any Chinese restaurant that we are talking of. And I realized the restaurant. Which restaurant? The same Chinese restaurant that I have just mentioned, right? So that was very good. Yeah, I can see so many people have what sent me the meaning of definite. Definite means yes. Pandan Tripathi has written definite means something clear. Yes. And Anirudh has written that particular thing. Yes. When we say that, that means also something which is very definite, right? Moving on, let's see. So we have got a view about this, or we have got an idea that something that is mentioned for the very first time, or talking in means we are talking in general, uh, or something that means any, we use either a or an. And when it comes to mentioning something specific, we use the, right? So let's see whether you can answer some questions. Right? Now have a quick look at the questions. The only 5 questions I have given you. This is from some previous year question paper for Olympiad. So you can very well see we have also different options given in the like same slide. So you just try. I want, let's see quickly. Please respond. Dash night is quiet. Let's take dash walk. Yes, yes, very good. Rudransh, Pradeep, and Rashmit, and yes, very good. It's D, right? Okay, but one night before night we are using the. Remember when ever we are talking of the time? Okay, the time in a day. Sorry. Yeah. When we are talking of, yes, correct, correct. D option. Okay. Even I got the answer for question number 2. Yes. So it is very correct when we say the night, and it is the night and a walk. Right. Right. So Rudransh is saying C for which one? Second. Let's see. They are staying at this answer is uh, right. Yeah. Right. I can see many people have answered correct and some people have answered incorrect. No problem. So remember why a hotel? Because we haven't mentioned about this hotel. This is for the first time we are talking of this. So it is A. Then I saw Dash movie last night. So again we are talking of something which is in general. No, no, not C. It is. Yeah, so Ashwath, you are incorrect when you say C. It is a movie last night, right? Because it is any movie. The person whom you were speaking to doesn't know about which movie the person is talking. I saw Dash movie that you have mentioned last night. Now 4 has got something which is saying it is a particular thing. So it is, yes. So articles are very easy, no? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Wow. Very quick. Very nice. Course C. Yes. And she lives in Dash apartment, and Dash apartment is new. Let's see. Yes. Anshita, quick, quick. You're very good at articles. Yes. Yeah. Sashwat Singh 5A. Yeah, correct. Because we are talking of something which is beginning with a vowel sound, right? So it has to be. Hmm. Very good. Very good, all of you. Yeah. Urshita, the night I quiet to take a walk. Urshita, I think you have joined late. No problem. Yes, it is the first one. Right. Okay. Anirudh has mentioned 4 A's. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, 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 fine, fine. Okay. Let us move on to the next slide. Okay. So we are thorough about now where do we use a and where do we use and where do we use the, right? Now quickly tell me, okay, we are done with all the 5 questions. Now quickly tell me, where do we use a and where do we use an? Quickly. Yeah, Urshit, I saw a movie. Yes, correct, correct. Nishit, why you are mentioning a and the? You are your answers are like no problem. So quickly tell me, where do we use a and where do we use an? We are done with that. Yes, Rabindra has written a is used for consonant sound words and an is used for constant. It is consonant, right? Okay, I think you by mistake you have written that is consonant, constant. It's consonant. Yeah. Before a vowel, an. Now, Sai Ishita, tell me before a vowel That means vowel letter or vowel sound. Shantanu Panda. We use before a consonant sound, and an is used before a vowel. Very good. Urshita is saying she lives in the apartment. Okay. Is used. Swati has written is used. Okay. Right. Krupa is used before a noun that starts with consonant. Krupa, tell me whether it is consonant letter or consonant sound. Jayanti, you have written is used for a consonant word. Now that is a letter tier, not word. Either it can be a sound or it can be a letter. Okay, very quickly we'll go to the next slide. Most of you are very thorough about articles. So, and I think many of you have already attended the Olympiad classes last year. So, you are very thorough about it. Okay, so a plus singular noun begin with a consonant. Okay, it is not written whether it is a consonant letter or a consonant sound, but if you can see, it is written. Remember, a or an is used for singular countable nouns. We always use with singular countable noun. We cannot use it with what? Uncountable nouns. And using a or an depends on the sound that begins the next word. So, a plus singular noun begin with a consonant. Like this is a consonant sound. We are not reading it as B. We are reading it as B. We are reading it as K. We are reading it as Ba. We are reading it as Z. Okay. Zoo, Z, D. Okay. So, it is important. When it comes to articles, yeah. So, we are talking about what? The sounds. We are not what? Focusing on the article rather means on the letter, rather we are focusing on the sound. And an, as you can see, an is used where we are again singular noun beginning with a vowel. And what is vowel? Vowel sound. So like when E is what? Is giving us the sound as a. Okay. Egg, elephant, apple. Means this A should be pronounced as A. Okay. So we are not talking about the letters here. We are talking about the sounds. Idiot and orphan and umbrella. Okay. Why? Because all these are this O is pronounced as A. Okay. And here also U is pronounced as A. And here you can see a singular noun beginning with a consonant sound. Like you can see that what consonant sounds we are talking about. Now, when you say user, right? When you are saying that something means the user, right? User means you have a sound like this, U. But here you can see when you say umbrella, the sound is A. But here the sound is U. And U is a sound that begins with Y maybe, right? So that is why we are using a user, right? And like you can see here, university. Now, when U produces sounds like Y, then we call it the letter is delivering or the letter is producing consonant sound. Okay. So, when U is pronounced as, like when you are writing a word and where U is there in the spelling, which is beginning, it means in the beginning, and it is pronouncing sounds like this. Okay, sounds like this. So we say we are supposed to use not an, we are supposed to use a, right? Yeah, Arya Shruti, right. Hello, hello Arya Shruti, yes. Then some words begin with vowels, don't actually start with a vowel sounds. Now you can see here that some words are beginning with vowels, but they do not actually start with a vowel sound. Which are the vowel sounds? The sounds that we have just mentioned here. Right? O. But here you can see that when you are saying EU, see, we have two vowels actually beginning the words. But we are using why? Because again, E should be pronounced as a, right? But here it is pronounced as again U, right? When O sounds like W, how W sounds? Wo, right? So if it is pronounced as that, we are also using a instead of an. Yes, correct. Mamina has written. Yes, A, E, I, O, U are vowel letters, and A, E, I, O, U vowel letters produce vowel sounds. Okay. When they do not produce vowel sounds, we use, when it comes to articles, we use indefinite article a before the vowel letters. Okay, even if the sentence begins, the word begins with a vowel letter, but we do not use a means and before it, we use a. Yes, right. Now you can see some example. Acha, tell me, I have written here a word that is called eulogy. Does anybody know what is the meaning of this word eulogy? Have you ever heard this word eulogy? Yes. So can somebody tell me the meaning of this word? At least a synonym of this word. No, it is not rasulize. It is eulogy. The word is eulogy. It is pronounced as, like it is pronounced as European. It is eulogy. What is eulogy? Yeah, Anshita, can you tell me the meaning of this word? Jayanti has said no, ma'am. No problem. I'll be telling it anyhow, but I just want to know what what is eulogy? What do you mean by this word? Anyways, sometimes when somebody dies, okay, mostly when somebody dies, people, like you will find a group of people or a person. Yes, it is a tribute. Very good. It is like a tribute, or you can say praise, tribute. Okay. So when you praise someone, or when you write a very long, like what, letter praising someone, that is called a eulogy. Okay. How do we pronounce it? We pronounce it as eulogy. How do we pronounce this? As European. Okay. Not European. It is European. Then you can see here, O sounds like W, and we use a when O makes the same sound as W. Like when you say won, we are saying war, right? So that is called what? That is how we use vowel and consonant sounds while using an article, right? And you can say that here are some more examples. Some words starts with a consonant but are used an instead of a. This is because some consonants are silent, like H sounds. Then in that case, an plus noun starting with a silent H. Like we have a word called R, right? Or our. And we have a word called honest, right? We have a word called honor, or HONO. You are both the spellings are correct. So are an honor, an honest person. So a plus noun started with a pronounced H, means when the H is pronounced, when the H is very, very audible, like when you say here, or hearing aid. So you will say a hearing aid or a piece of hearing aid, right? When you say highly educated person, so in this case we say a, because this H sound, the sound of H is very prominent, right? Yes, Uchita, eulogy means a what speech, a very long narrative speech that is written in the brain praising someone, right? Or because the consonant is a vowel sound. So one case is this where the vowel is what? The consonant sound is silent, weak sound. Okay, we cannot like we do normally do not pronounce this what consonant letter. And yes, a house. Yes, correct. And another case is that, or because the consonant is a vowel sound at the beginning, right? See, we have already discussed what are the vowel sounds. So when you say MBA, you begin with M, right? A, like in egg, you have M here. When you say FIR, again, like elephant, you have F, then X-ray, again, same X, right? So in this case, we are using an. We are not using a anymore. We are using an. Why? Because the consonant has a vowel sound. Right? So and one more thing you should keep in mind that we never use a or an before uncountable nouns, right? Why? Because we mean a or an is one, right? So we cannot use, when you say uncountable, that doesn't have any number, right? Then plural nouns also. Why? Because it is again one. So no use with the plural nouns and proper nouns, right? In the previous session, we have discussed already what is a proper noun, right? Anuradha, it is not a honesty, it is an honest. Honesty is, it cannot be used with an article, right? Because it is an, again, what is the problem here? Anuradha has given me an example that it is an honesty. Why honesty? An honesty is incorrect. Could someone tell me? Come on, quickly. You all know this. Yes. Quickly, Urshita, Nishit. Quickly tell me. Incorrect, yes, but it is an honesty. No, we cannot. Now, honesty is what? Noun or adjective? Tell me. We have, in the previous class, we have studied also in the vocabulary. Very good. Very good. Shantanu has given me the answer that abstract noun. Yes. Honesty. Okay. Honesty. Right. Punctuality. Creativity. All these are what? Abstract nouns, right? So abstract nouns, with also abstract nouns, we cannot use a or an, right? Why? Because like Shantanu has said, it is the uncountable noun. All abstract nouns are also uncountable, no? So that is why we cannot use a or an before these nouns, right? Let us move on to the next slide, and I have some more questions for you again from the previous year papers. Now let's see how quickly you can, like, you are able to solve the questions. Yes, let's see. The first question says, I'm sending you an URL. Please check your mail. Quickly. Come on, we have to move to the definite articles also. I'm waiting for your answers. Yes, very good. Shantanu is written bravery. N honest, yes, correct. Sneha, my art and craft with Sneha, my. So it is an honest person. Now again, we cannot write just an honest, right? An honest proposal, an honest what? The person, an honest officer. B number. Also mention the number. How am I supposed to know that of which B? Obviously, because that is there. You can see an article over there. 1A. Acha, now tell me, wait. Now tell me what is this? An URL, right? How you should be pronounced? Tell me. No, it is not URL. It is URL. The sound is again U coming from Y. So it should be So here we have the incorrect. So first one is answer is B. Yes. Now I'm getting the correct answer. Rudransh, just have a look at the slide. One, Swati Parida is confused between B and C. Don't get confused. I have already mentioned why it is like this. Yours is really an unusual problem. Find out the error. If you do not find the error, then your answer should be D, which is no error. Please mention the numbers, okay? If you will just write B or C, I won't be able to understand that about which you are talking of. Yeah, yours is really an unusual problem. I don't find any error because again the sound is U is means delivering the sound which is vowel sound. So it is perfectly fine. Three is my friend is living in now San Francisco is the name of a place, right? Name of a place. That means a proper noun. So in this case also it is incorrect. We should not use a before it. It is no article. So the error is in C. 2C, 3C, 4D. Yeah, right. 4, she is, again the sound is M, P, right? M. So vowel sound, consonant letter delivering vowel sound. So it should be an MP. So our error is in C. Now it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. The fifth one, quickly. The fifth one is, answer is 5 is Aharshi is saying B. Aharshi De. Cross check. We have also an option called no error. If you do not find the error, then the answer will be no error because again the sound is wa, no, which is a consonant sound. Though the letter is vowel, but it is producing consonant sound. So A is perfectly fine. So no error. Okay. 5D, right? Please have a quick look at it. I'm just moving on. Where do we use the? So we use the before the names of mountain ranges. Okay, the Alps. How would you know which is a mountain range and which one is singular mountains? You will always found S, means a plural expression there. Okay, wherever you find a plural expression, that shows we are talking of a mountain range. Range means a group of mountain. Okay, like you do means what? You make your scenery, no? When you the sun rises and the water flows from the mountain. Excuse me. So this is called a mountain range. Means these three of this particular things are called mountain range. So when we are talking of mountain ranges, we are using the before them, but not for the singular mountain. Like Mount Everest, Mount Fuji. Where is Mount Fuji? Mount Everest is in which country? I'm also asking you, like your what? The teacher who teaches you English is also asking you GK question, no? You must be wondering why ma'am is asking us GK question. Ah, Nepal. Very good. Nepal in means which place is in Nepal? You could have just mentioned no Mount Everest, Nepal or MV, Nepal. Very good. And Anchita, where is Mount Fuji? How does the name sound? Yes, very Japanese, no? So Japan, it's in Japan, right? Fuji is in Japan. Very good. So okay, and where is Alps? The Alps, where are these? You know a place called Switzerland. So there you will find Europe. Fuji is in Japan. Yes, correct. Anyways, let us move on. The names of island groups. Again, how would you know whether it is a group or a singular island? You will find plurals. Okay, so the Andamans, the Caribbeans. Andamans is in India, right? Yes. And the Caribbean island is in which continent? America. Okay, moving on, but not with the names of singular islands. So Majuli is in again, this is in Assam, and this is in your Maharashtra. Mud is also in Maharashtra. So when you have what singular islands or single islands, you do not use any article before. Okay, don't use a or don't use an. The names, remember these are the names. Now you can say an island. You can say a mountain range. You can say a mountain. You know, this is the name of the thing. But the proper nouns, these are proper nouns. Okay. Don't get confused. Right. Yes, Kinjal, correct. Hmm. Now, where else do we use the? We use with the names of countries and continents. How many continents are there? Number of continents in our like Earth in the world. Let it be. So, in these instances, we do not use articles at all. Remember, with the names of countries and continents, we normally do not use article, but there is an exception. But if the country is made up of different parts or if the name is taken from common nouns, for example, USA, it is called United States of America, right? UK, the United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates. So when it is or you can also remember it as a collection. When a country, the name of a country is like a group of words. Yes, 7 continents. Very good. A group of words, then we use the. Like we say the USA, the UK, the. That's why we do not say the India. Right? Why? Because we do not have this kind of united and all these kind of things before the name. But there is an exception. What is the Netherlands? This is the only country where you use the before the name of the country. Right? 37 continents. My God, in which planet you are in, Nishit? Okay. So the second thing is that, so did you all, means, get it? To know article, know the, know a. Before the names of countries and continents, never use article, but only in case of this kind of names. When the names looks like a collection of words, right? In that case, we are using the. Fine. The second rule says with the words breakfast, lunch, dinner. We never use article. Okay. But when it comes to eating in general, the articles is not used. But if you are talking about a particular breakfast, lunch or dinner, use the. Like she never eats breakfast. We are talking about breakfast in general. Okay. As the normal. When we say the dinner, that means we are talking of a particular. We have just discussed what is particular and what is general, right? So we are using the here. Which dinner? We are not talking about just any dinner. We are talking about the dinner, right? If I will say the breakfast available in our school canteen is very nutritious, or let's say is very tasty, right? So we are not talking about any breakfast here. We are talking about which breakfast that is available in our school canteen. Is it tasty, guys? Yes, Swati, your question is, ma'am, how Netherlands has the before its name? Because it looks like a collection of some what you can see lands over there, and also it is the policy of the country. Some country want like their name to be like written like that. Okay, the Netherlands has the written the Netherlands. Okay, the is a part of its name, right? Swati, I think I have answered your question. And then we move on to the next slide. Where else do we use the with the names of oceans, rivers, and canals, right? So we use the Indian Ocean, Amazon, right? And the Red Sea, the Suez Canal. So we use articles before all these names of these water bodies, right? So when it is an ocean, when it is an ocean, we are using, and the name we are using here. So in that case, we are using what? The Amazon. We have also in India, we have the Ganga, the what? Mahanadi. Yes, Shantanu Panda has written, we also use the before the names of famous monuments and holy books. Yes, I think we have already studied that in our like third or fourth standard, right? We have also studied this one also. Then with the names of unique objects, this means that only one of the object or thing that exists. It is one of a kind. Specifically the sun, moon, the internet, the sky, the earth, right? Also your, ordinal numbers. Also your directions. Those are also unique object. Ordinal numbers means your first, second, third, fourth, right? We use the before these numbers. So you can have some example here. The sun is a star. We look up at all the stars in the sky. He is always on the internet, right? Yes, Anshita has mentioned Kaveri, the Kaveri, right, Anshita, because it is the name of a river. Yes, the first child. I am the first child of my parents. How many of you are the first? And some of you are, I think, the only child. right? Yes. So now where else do we use this article? The. Now, like a or an, unlike a or an, let's say, we can use definite article the even with the uncountable nouns. Okay. So that we cannot count, or maybe the nouns that have only one form, only singular. All the uncountable nouns are only singular. Yes. A way to identify these nouns in most cases is that they do not add s in the plural form. So how do you describe uncountable nouns? They do not have a plural form. But remember that for every rule, there are many exceptions, right? And on these exceptions, we find most of the questions. So if you are speaking about any uncountable noun, in general, do not use the article. But when we are speaking about something in specific, the is used, right? So you can see that I like bread, milk, honey. Means all these are uncountable nouns. So we are not using any article. No article is used. And when we say the bread, the milk, the honey, you need to specify, right? You can say the bread which is freshly baked, right? You can say the milk that is pure, the honey that is natural. So in this way, we can use the before all this uncountable. Clear? So we are not supposed to use, or we are not required to use. Yes, like Mamina has written, I like the bread made by the baker only. Means, yeah. Local baker. Make it local baker. Bakers only bake the bread. No? Then where else do we use? We use it with superlatives. Do you remember what is superlative? What are the 3 degrees? Please quickly mention through your chats. Come on quickly. We do not have much time. Positive, comparative. Very good. Shantanu Panda. Very good. Superlative. Okay. We have 3 degrees of adjectives, right? Like we have good, better, best, right? It is what? Positive. This is superlative. And this is, sorry, this is comparative. And this is superlative. Yes. Okay. So, very good, Gayatri. I would means make it a point. Anshita has written BC as very smart. You are writing all in short form, Anshita. Short and swift. No? Lazy girl. Others are writing and she is like smart and lazy. Smartly lazy. No, Anshita. Okay. So see, here we are using, this is the most beautiful movie. Why? So make it a point and always remember that you are supposed to use, or you are required to use the before a superlative degree. Right? Shortest, the shortest. Okay. The longest. And somebody was telling me, law means sometime, few times, like what a little earlier, that names of monuments. That's why it is the Burj Khalifa. And it is the tallest building, right? Tallest. And but exception, but we don't use the when there is a possessive. Possessive means it's my, our, your, his, her, their. Okay, it's. So in this case, we do not use any article because already an adjective is there. These are called possessive adjectives, no? Yeah. So if these are called possessive adjectives, which are the pronouns then? Shantanu Panda is saying is my best friend. Gayatri, Gayatri Rath, tell me what is the. I said these are all called possessive adjectives, right? My, our, your, his, her, their, its. Now, which are the possessive pronouns then? Sai, Pamina, Aharsi, Urshita, Ranjan, Jayanti, Arpita, Anirudh. Yes, very good. Gayatri, where is your answer? Fine, yours, bad. Bad words first. That is positive comparative superlative. Okay. Shantanu has written mine, our, hers, his. Very good. Gayatri, mine, ours. Okay. Good. Oh, I have got all intelligent students with me. Very good. Okay, now let us have some questions based on articles. Okay. So now answer the first one. Dash Prime Minister of India was elected in 2009. Shantanu, very good. The one is the. Why? Because we are talking of a particular Prime Minister. The. Very good, Anshita. Arshi, Swati, Hinjal, Ishit. Where is your answer? Two. It was dash delicious meal last night. Dash delicious meal last night. Yes, very good. The first one is the, second one is please switch off dash fan when not in use. Three, three. Yes, it is the fan. Because we are talking of a particular fan, which is like we are showing that this fan, no, that you normally keep on like moving. You do not switch off. There is the electricity bill. You just like switch it off. Let's go to dash theaters. The, obviously. And Himachal Pradesh is the five. Question number 5. And my room is on the, it is a card, what ordinal number, right? So it will be definite article. The, it was late, so I took. Anshita, and for which one? Mention the number, please. Yes, Kinjal. 5 is an. Correct. Already I have answered it. Art and craft with Snehamai. Who is it? Please mention your name. Okay, it was so late, so I took. Correct. Okay, very good. Very nice. So, what do you say? Articles are difficult? Huh? Difficult or easy? Articles are very what? Easy, isn't it? Okay. Moving on quickly. We are done with articles. Absolutely easy. Very good. Okay. Now see, I am going to share a word with you. Okay. And quickly we'll be saying word bye to each other now. See, you can see that. Ignore this part. See. Hmm. So you can see that there is a word called cantankerous. How would you pronounce this word? This is pronounced as cantankerous. Okay, what does it mean? It means bad-tempered, argumentative, and uncooperative. Like you said, jhagdalu, right? Hmm. And how do we use it? Means we use it in a case when somebody is constantly complaining about his treatment and refusing to cooperate with the staff, right? He was a cantankerous patient. If the patient is like what? Patient is not paying attention to the doctor's word and always in a mood. Yes, Harshi, happy Ravindra Jayanti today. It is, you are from West Bengal, no? Yeah. So it is cantankerous. What are the synonyms? Grouchy, morose, grumpy, ordinary, trusty. And antonyms are cheerful, happy, nice, good natured. Okay. Just to remember, if you want to remember, I am giving you a trick. Remember this story. This person is asking this person that can this tank like take us? And this person is saying no, because there is a place for one person. So now this person is getting very cantankerous the can because the tank cannot take us. Okay. So cantankerous. You can also use the word what? Short temper for this to know the meaning of it. Right? Yes. So that is all, kids. I wanted to share and thank you everyone. Hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you so much. Have a nice time. Take care. Bye. Good night. Bye everyone.